Warm greetings one and all, my name is Nick and we're looking at Grand Prix Circuit on the Commodore Amiga, published by Accolade in 1988. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Commodore 64, DOS and the ZX Spectrum even. Now that line down the left shouldn't really be there, but I've struggled to get this game working, so hopefully it'll work throughout this. I've been trying to review it for quite some time now, years, and it always seems to crash. So let's have another go and see what happens. But it's a motor racing game. It's a forerunner to Test Drive and Test Drive 2, which I absolutely love. You can opt between three cars, a McLaren, a Williams and a Ferrari, and basically you must win everything. We'll have the difficulty level on beginner, I think. Laps per race will keep to 3, so you can do practice, single race or championship circuit. If you're a fan of Test Drive or Test Drive 2 like me, then you'll love this. If you're unsure of those games and it's the first time you're seeing them, then you'll probably be, a bit shocked by the frame rate. So here's a Ferrari we can pick, the Ferrari F1 8788C. The quickest car in the game is a McLaren, the Williams FW12C Renault, and the McLaren, which we all know I'm going to go for McLaren because I'm a McLaren fan? A McLaren fan. No, McLaren fan. Is that a tongue twister? This is the quickest car, but also the hardest to control. It's a steering mechanism with a dot on a steering wheel like the Test Drive series. Now, the McLaren won 15 out of 16 races with the great Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost in this championship, but this race is only 8 races. Consists of Brazil, Monaco, Canada, Detroit in the US, Silverstone in England, Germany, Italy and Japan. So prepare to qualify. The loading time's a little bit long on this, not superly long, but a little bit long, so I'll edit them down. Right, qualifying. You see the finish there, and you'll notice it's very Test Drive 2-ish. Here we go. The engine sounds are pretty identical to Test Drive. I've got it on beginner, so that means automatic gears. Should have done manually, but we're just going to qualify for the race. A map in the top left, display in the right, showing me how I'm doing, but black on blue is not good. Oh, now those skid sounds are identical to the Test Drive series. Here we go. Now in Test Drive 2, quite often there'll be comments when you complete a stage saying things like, I think you're good enough now to try Grand Prix Circuit. Well, here I am trying it. Let's see if it's right or wrong. This track is Brazil. Doesn't feel very Brazilian. This game's got no undulation like Test Drive did. Or Test Drive 2 as well. Here we go. Test Drive 3 never come out on the Amiga, which was a bit of a shame. Come out on the PCs. It was called Test Drive 3 The Passion, but it wasn't as good as Test Drive 2 apparently. Now it doesn't seem like we're going very fast, but trust me, we're going 150 miles an hour and going up and up and up. Brake for the corners, try and get the race in line. I don't know why there's a line down the middle of the track. You wouldn't have that in a normal circuit. It's almost as if it's a road, but there's not going to be any oncoming traffic here. Brazil. Here we go. I don't think this is Sao Paulo. I think it's somewhere else in Brazil. This is when the Grand Prix races, one of them used to be in Detroit. So we're going to do probably the first 2 races in this championship to see how it plays. Brazil and Monaco. And like I always say when I review a Formula 1 game, what makes it good is how well does the writers or the coders represent Monaco. Some a lot better than others. Some Monacos look nothing like it. Others have grass either side, which you don't get in Monaco, which I'm guessing is going to be a bit like this one. But for 1988, here we go, right, accelerate. I didn't do too bad on that lap, despite talking all the way around. Right, 137.1, is that any good? Where's that going to put us on the grid, which it will now tell us, with a bit of editing. Right, here we go. The famous Don Matrelli is in pole. I've got 3rd place. None of these drivers are real life drivers, probably because they couldn't get the licence. But we're in Brazil, and that's all you need to know. 3 laps. The first lap's going to be pretty important, but it's on beginner mode, rookie mode, so they should be going pretty slow. So I should be able to overtake all of them, one would have thought. I haven't reviewed this yet on the ZX Spectrum. By golly, I certainly will. I've reviewed Test Drive and Test Drive 2 on the Spectrum though. Right, these cars look pretty wide. We're by the finish, but really it's the start. Oh, look at this. Multiple engine sounds. Really cool, the mirrors to see who's behind. It looks like we've got clear path forward to go straight into the lead. What a start. Ferrari in the background. Oh, this sounds brilliant. This is retro magic, this is. Did you have this back in the day? I didn't, but I wish I did. I would have loved this. This is great. And it's only great because I've got nostalgia goggles on. The frame rate's pretty poor, the speed's pretty poor, but in terms of a game 1988, I love it. I love it. You get games like that. Good stuff. I think I'm going to be playing this for quite a while after the review's over. Boomer. Try and get the racing line. I don't think we are. We've left the other cars for dust. Now check. Now this is really clever for an Amiga game. The top left there's a display where you can see in dots all the other cars on the track. And you don't often get that in an Amiga game. That is really clever. I'm really impressed with that. Good display. No clouds in the sky, but that's as to be expected. I'm not sure if all the cockpits look the same, regardless if you pick a McLaren, a Williams or a Ferrari, because, you know, there's nothing in this cockpit to suggest it's a McLaren. Maybe the Speedo's red and white. Maybe that changes on the other cars. Perhaps that's how they do it. Going good round here. Right. As long as I don't muck this up and crash off, I think I'm going to win this race quite easily. So there's a Speedo. Don't think the rev count. There's no rev counter. Oil and temperature. No, I don't think you can make a pit stop in this game. I might be wrong. Boom. This is great stuff. You can go, whoops, I was going to say you can go quite quick round the corners. Oh, don't crash or spin. No, the car doesn't seem to spin. In Test Drive 2 you get a broken windscreen if you crash into anything, but no oncoming traffic in this for sure. Lap 2. Check out the dots. There's someone quite close behind me. When I say quite close, about 50 metres. I don't think he's in any danger of overtaking me unless I go really slow. Grand Prix circuit. I think you're good enough to play Grand Prix circuit. I know, I was correct. Be good if there was a way to lift this cockpit to play Test Drive 2 so you can go around as a Formula 1 car. That'd be quite cool. Well, there's a cloud there after I said there wasn't any. It's a rather blocky cloud and away it goes. So I don't know what those mountains or foothills are in the distance in Brazil. Sugarloaf Mountain? No, I don't think so. I think there'll be that big statue of Jesus there as well. But I can't see him. It doesn't look like it's moving very fast, does it really? But this is 190 miles an hour almost. Well, it is now. Great graphics in the rear view mirrors. There's no one behind us. Boop, boop. Cars slipping all over the place. Maybe I should have gone on a slightly more difficult level because I'm blasting all these people away. There's a car a little way ahead. Maybe I can lap it. Possible. So, honestly, what do you think of this game? Did you have it back in the day? Did you play it? Let me know. As I say, if you played it back in the day, you will have a bit of nostalgia for this. If you're looking at it new, you might not think too much of it. I think it's great. I think I mentioned that. But Accolade can do no wrong for me. I'm a little bit biased with their games. The joy they brought me. Test Drive 2, I had all the car discs and the scenery discs as well. 1 lap to go. Groove on. They're not going to catch me up. Can I lap that car ahead? That's the thing. I might be able to. I don't know what car it is. 1988. McLaren were supreme. I'm a McLaren fan, so did I say flan again? I'm a McLaren fan, so let's bring those glory days back. I've been waiting a while here. McLaren haven't won the championship for years. The last world champion was Lewis Hamilton for McLaren, but they haven't won the Constructors' Championship for a good long time. Hopefully, at the time of recording this is 2017, the Formula 1 season hasn't started. I keep my fingers crossed with the huge change in regulations that McLaren suddenly jumped to the front of the grid. Alonso, he could be our hope. Button gave up last year, unfortunately. I'm not going to lap this car, am I? You see that? I'm the big dot on the map, that square, that small dot. Oh, there he is. I'm going to lap you, or crash into you. What car's this? It looks very wide. Cars were wider back then. In the new regulations, they're going to get wide again. Come on, I can get him on the outside. I have got him on the outside. I've overtaken someone, albeit a lap rider. No flags in this, like yellow and blue flags. Whoops. Nick, don't crash trying to lose this back marker. He should ease off. Think on, McDuff. There's that cloud again. Is it a cloud or is it a hidden alien spaceship? Cloud. It's a cloud. So after this race is Monaco, and we'll see how Monaco it looks compared to other games. They'll probably put the tunnel in somewhere. Where did I come first? I think. Yay, I beat Don Matrelli and Travis Day and Carl Tyrone in your face. Their race numbers look all a bit weird. 9 points was awarded back in then, not 10 or 25. First race won on the rookie mode. Rookie mode. Look at that, I'm in the high scores. I beat Bod Hotline and TG as fastest laps. In your face. So it's a good decision to pick the McLaren car. My second choice would have been probably Ferrari, then third Williams. So I lead the championship as we go to Monaco. And there is an option to save it each time, so you don't have to do this all in one go. And I was always a little bit worried saving games on the Amiga in case it corrupted the disc, so I tended not to. Prepare to qualify. I will do. No practice sessions, just qualify and then race. Mind you, there is a practice mode beforehand, isn't there, about going to the championship. Now, the map looks like Monaco. I know Monaco quite well. There's no grass here, so we're off. First bend is a tight, normally right Sander Vot. Then it goes up a hill. No hill here. Yeah, no hill at all. And then it should be a left and then a right. Right, well, it's following the bends. Then there should be a tight right round here. Then you have to go around a grate. Yeah, that was too short. That straight's normally longer on the real Monaco. Now I don't know where it is. This is probably around a really tight corner. It goes round this bend and the next bend, and then it's the tunnel. Oh, there we go. So it is trying to follow the Monaco map. Normally at the end of this, you've got really tight braking. I think you could probably do that flat out. Yeah, I probably didn't need to brake as much as I did there. So that isn't created very well. But it's very harsh trying to review a circuit for realism if it was made in 1988. I think this is the swimming pool section. But lots of runoff here, which you don't normally get in Monaco. I think this is... Oh dear. Uh-oh, on the grass. Normally that would be the car blown up into shreds. Now, this is not going to be pole position, I don't think. Onto the finish straight. Didn't see the pit lane. Finish! Right, where's that got me? Quite near the front, I would have thought. 1 minute 14.5. I think that said. Right. Oh, look at that. I'm back into 5th place. It's hard to overtake in Monaco, and the great Enrico Danza is in pole position. Well, hopefully I'll get a good start. It's going to be tough from 5th place. But all the tracks are roughly the same width on this game. Haven't seen it on the Amstrad CPC or the 64 or DOS. I don't know if the frame rate's quicker on any of those. But exciting stuff. Right, we've got to weave through these. Looks like 2 Ferraris ahead of us. There's a blue car in the lead. Oh, is that Ligier? Right, be careful not to crash. Be careful here. Sandevot. Up the hill, which is not a hill. Oh, someone's gone round the outside of me. I must be able to weave through here. Right, oh look. Good, they're all going excellent. They've all pulled aside to give me a chance to get past. Thanks, lads. Right, so that puts me into 2nd place, I think. Can't really read that black on the blue. Trying to pull in this blue car, which must be a Ligier. Can't think of what else it could be. Ligier don't tend to be in the lead. It's Enrico Danza. Sounds like he should be a curry. 2 Enrico Danzas, please, and a boom naan. Into the tunnel. Just lining this guy up. I think I'm going to be able to get past him quite easily. Yeah, you can take that full out if you wanted to. No cars behind us. It's just me and this fool. He's taken that quite well. Here we go. Your eyes need to get used to these sort of games. Fill in the missing frames. It plays really well, this. Once you get used to the steering acceleration, it plays really well. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a handful on professional mode doing your own gears, but I think it's worth going with it. Yeah, if you've got an emulator, track down this Grand Prix circuit. Although, as I said, I've tried to review it countless times before and it's broken or crashed. Here it's working, but you can see there's a thin black line down the left-hand side. It's not too distracting, but I'm just hoping it doesn't crash. We got through one race, so I've got no reason to believe that we're not going to get through a second race. Good stuff. Accolade, I love you. I love Accolade. What other racing games did Accolade do, apart from Test Drive 1 and Test Drive 2 and this Grand Prix circuit? Right, I'm battling to keep this guy behind me here. Through the tunnel, let's lose him, let's floor it. I want him to turn into a small car and then disappear entirely. Yeah, see, look, you don't need to brake at all through there, like in the real Monaco. You see, I've only just noticed, see the foothills are there from Brazil still. They've just stuck some buildings next to it to make it look like Monaco. They've kept the same background. You cheaters! Oh well, I don't rescind my comments. I still love Accolade. Jeepers. Wow, where's the hotels? Where's the casino? It's in the distance, that's where. Right, 1 minute 6, that's good. 1 lap to go. I think. I haven't been paying attention. 1 lap to go. Floor it, big nose, they say over the radio. And I say, okay, I will. I am a bit of a sucker for these games where I have a dot on the steering wheel to turn left and right, really. Good stuff. Whoa. Others have tried to replicate it without the dot, like hands on the steering wheel, and that just does not work. The dot gives you a good sense of the steering, more than anything else. I wish there was a Grand Prix circuit too, really. Maybe someone can write it using the old code. Go for it. If you know of a Grand Prix circuit too, either official or unofficial, then comment below and let me know about it. Broom, broom, broom. Yeah, I could be playing this for hours. It's a winner. Oh, hold on to it. Car sliding, slipping and sliding. There was complaints about this game, it was hard to control, but whether I've grown up with games like this, I don't find it too difficult. End of race, and I've won again. Well, I think it's pretty fair to say, if I did the whole championship in rookie mode, I'm going to win. Should have gone more harder. But there we go. Travis Day, what did he do? A Rico, something to happen to him, he come 8th in the end. Terrible, no points. It saves your highest speed and best laps so you can compare it next time you play, which is always pretty cool. Yay, high score, 1 minute and 7. Good. God, time's just flown when I've been reviewing this, which means I've absolutely loved it. Well, you know, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was a Grand Prix circuit on the Commodore Amiga, published by Accolade in 1988. Thanks for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about this game, Grand Prix games, or gaming in general, then please put it below. And until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.